All right. Awesome. So, we'll see how this deck holds up against Danny. I know he's been playing Jund in the tournament. I doubt he'll be playing Jund today. I know that I run red-green ramp in the tournament, and I can't. I get really tired of playing red-green ramp, and I don't play it in my spare time anymore. Alright, so here we go. I think that's a keeper all day. Babs, is Hedron alignment, is that the one where you have to get 4 of them in one, like, in each spot? Like in exile, in graveyard, in hand, and in deck? Because if it is, remember, it's rare, right? So we'll only get 1. We'll have no way to actually win with it. So if they put that in this game, that will be hilarious, and one of the worst things that you would know that they were absolutely stupid. Yeah, but just getting the scry, I guess, is fine. It would just be really funny that the rest of the text would be irrelevant because you can only play 1. Oh, that's really nerdy. You guys know Scry 1 isn't like draw a card. You know that, right? Like Scry 1, what basically Scry 1 reads is draw a third of a card, because only about 1/3 of the time will it make a difference. If you keep it on top, then you effectively 2-mana nothing. If you put it on bottom, then you 2-mana redrew, and if you draw a card that's just as not good as the card you put on the bottom, like say if it's a land, then it didn't do anything. So that's how I get my 2/3. I wish Emil were still here. It looks like we've got a life gain deck that's coming at us. So let's quickly mana screw it and show it that it doesn't belong in duels, like a jerk. And this is not how I recommend y'all treat your friends. Scry is insane. I would put Scry as a small pleasantry. I would not categorize it as insane, Babs. But I'm glad that scrying gets you up in the morning. That you get excited about scrying. Oh my gosh, you print scry. Like what I do like is if they take a card that's already good, like say Acid Moss or Pilgrimage, and they just add like Scry 1 to it. Oh, that feels really cool. I do appreciate that. We're going to bounce that because he doesn't have the black mana to replay it right now. And that's how Acid Moss works with bounce spells. And now we need to draw a victory condition, and that's not one of them. It's not worth it to just awaken a land and try to go 3-point beat down, especially bouncing his Gate Creeper. Although he may bounce our Gate Creeper, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Let's just draw a big monster. Yeah, okay. Oh, I feel so dirty. I'm gonna send him a message. Yeah, we're gonna try to get this game, at least push it closer to a conclusion. I feel really dirty right now. I feel bad. This is the kind of thing you do to your friends. You do it to your friends and you lose your friends, you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll just keep thinning the deck, and we have to draw some kind of a creature eventually. If we don't, he could easily come back. Moss is only good if you can then finish the opponent off. If you can't, they will eventually draw what they need. They will definitely eventually draw the lands and then come out and kick your butt. And I am not drawing it yet, so we'll have to get some damage in with this 3/3. My friends play Lantern Control and Amulet Bloom, and then they complain about Moss? Yeah, no kidding, Babs. That is one of the hilarious things about Magic. People who only play duels, they'll complain about Moss because it's like the cruelest thing we can do, right? But, man, if you play other formats, you've probably had much nastier things done to you. Just much nastier. Lantern Control, like, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That just hurts my head to play against Lantern Control. Bloom, at least, you know, they go Dirtle City and it's over with quickly. And isn't that over with now? Like, Bloom got banned too, so that's over with. It's not like they're going to ban the Lantern. Alright, well, he's got a 3/3. Let's see what we draw. And ours can't get through anymore. We're still just drawing land. We could lose this game, you know? We could lose this game. Because if you give a deck, if you have Acid Moss them but don't kill them and give them time, they can find a way out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my deck is paying me back. The karma points are in the negative, you guys. The karma points are negative right now. I am glad to see Twin go from Modern. I was never very happy about that card. All right. So here comes this guy. I'm fine with throwing away Geek Creeper for the life. I don't want to get into bouncing stuff very soon. Put it off as long as we can. Jeez, oh Pete's. It's brutal. It's brutal, you guys. So no more forests in the deck. Let's see what happens. No more Hinterland Harbors in the deck. There are 2 Lumbering Falls in the deck. I believe there's 1 island. No? All the islands are here. Actually, I think there were 7. So I believe there's 1 more island we could draw. We'll take this hit. Oh, this is like the floodiest flood right here, man. We're getting flooded. Yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh. That's what happens when about, you know, half your deck is dedicated to making mana. Don't worry, all the gas is in there somewhere, we just have to find it. Just have to find it. Fire off that Disperse here. Slow down the damage. And yeah, you're right. You should have no pity on me. I played multiple Acid Moss. But I have said it, and will say it over and over. Acid Moss is bad if you can't finish the opponent off after using it. And that's where we're at right now. Because there are no forests left in my deck, Genius. And that Genius sounded harsh. Mr. Space Genius, there are no forests in my deck to thin for. But we drew this card, so that's pretty good. Wish we still had that Disperse, but, you know, 1 turn late on that. So... Hey, bullying! His name's Genius. I think DJ did something like that once, where he was addressing Genius and he used the term genius. And I thought he was talking to me. I thought like DJ was saying something like Miss Lethal Genius or something like that. And I was like, dude, that's really harsh for you, DJ. If anybody knows him, he's a super nice guy. And he was very apologetic. He was like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean it. I'm like, chill out. I get what's going on. It's all good. But it was pretty funny at the time. Maybe he had to be there. Mr. Space. All right, I will call him Space. He would like to be called Space. Clutch. Alrighty, time to get brutal. There goes your deck. There's your blocks. There's that. And a little of this. Which I could have done this differently, I realize that. And now we'll just, you know, throw a little of that. And that's how cruel you can be with bounce spells and land destruction. Hopefully Danny doesn't send me hate mail after this one. He almost got back in it because that land flood was real. He almost got back in it. Did you see something you like, Babs? Tell the people. Tell them I'm not just crazy. Alright, so that's game one with Danny. I'll see if he wants to do another. We've got about 3 games left on, you know, pretty much my punch card as I get to 10. I don't think I miscounted that anywhere. So we've got, you know, about another half hour to an hour in here, depending on how fast things go and if people still want to play. Hopefully Danny's still with it. I feel really bad. That game was brutal. Maybe this isn't the type of deck you inflict on your friends. Bab says, nah, I'm not that big of a nasty word. So I guess you're calling me a nasty word in my own channel? That's really harsh. So what do you put in your... Tell the people about your deck, Babs, since you had to go revise it. Did you, like, feel so dirty about what I just did to my friend Danny that you had to take out, like, bounce and land destruction from your deck? Tell the people. Amuse the chat window.